Welcome to Mimi's Christmas Workshop. This is the first video in this series, and I'm going to show you how I am making custom reading pillows. That is a pillow that has a nice pocket in the back where you can tuck in a book or a magazine or anything that you'd like to give someone that's included in this pillow. So the first step is to get some fabric, and Walmart is very well stocked on all their Waverly fabrics today. And they've got some beautiful pieces. I saw this 1 yard pack and I thought, oh, that would make a gorgeous pillow. Very inexpensive, so you'll need some fabric. I have boxes and boxes of fabric, so I didn't buy anything. I just wanted to show you what is out there. And all kinds, Marvel characters, Batman, Star Wars, and I kind of stopped. Oh wow, the hunter in your life. You could make him a pillow or her a pillow, tuck that pocket in the back and slip in their favorite hunting magazine and some packs of beef jerky. They could throw that in the truck and enjoy it at the hunting camp. And see all the different colors and styles for boys and girls and men and women. It's just a great place to buy fabric is Walmart. And they also have the polyfill, and you're going to need that. I ended up buying a 20-pound box of polyfill at Amazon at a much better price than what I could get at Walmart. You're also going to need a sewing machine, some buttons and ribbon if you want to really decorate your pillow. But let's get started. Okay, this is what you need for a reading pillow. And this is going to be a small version that just either sits in a reading chair or on the bed. And you're going to need your front cover of your pillow, and this is what I chose. And then you're going to need a back side of your pillow, which is this solid blue. And then this is the pocket. And this was a square, just like that. I folded and pressed it. And I'm gonna go back and do a decorative stitch across here. And then I'm gonna pin all of this together all the way around, leaving an opening to turn it and stuff it. The book will slip in here. So when this is given as a gift, not only are you getting a pillow, I'm gonna tuck in a book and maybe a candy bar or some kind of treat beside it, and it will make a very nice gift. Now, if you are really an expert at sewing and you've got plenty of time, you could go put some piping around here or some tassels. That would be really pretty. You can really decorate these pillows up, put some lace doilies over the side. But for this purpose, I just wanted to share with you exactly how to make them. I'll give you the measurements in the description box below. So let's go ahead now and start doing that decorative stitch across here, and I'll be back and show you how to pin it. Okay, I've done a really cute decorative stitch across here just to support this a little bit better where you're going to tuck your book in. So now I'm going to turn the front panel upside down. We're going to do right sides together. And you would certainly do this if you had just regular fabric and not these design panels. This is exactly what you would do. Now, one of mine is a little bit bigger than the other, but that's okay. All right, got it in place. I'm just going to go all the way around and pin it, and then make sure I remember where my opening is so that I don't sew it, and leave an opening, and then I'll bring you back when I start to turn it. But right now, I'm just going to go through, pin this all the way around, and then we're going to stitch all the way around and then turn it. Making sure I really catch where that is going to be sewn to so it doesn't pucker up. I'm going to put a pin right there. Okay? Alright, I've sewn it all the way around, leaving the opening, and now I'm going to go and trim the corners. This makes a better point on your corners when you turn it. So I'm just going around and cutting all of the corners off, and then I'm going to go back and trim any excess. And this just helps it not to be so bulky. Now I did go around on all my pillows that I've made and stitch twice so that they're nice and strong, especially with the little boys playing on their pillows. I wanted the seams to be strong, so I did go around twice. Now if you've got fabric that ravels really bad, you may want to go around with a zigzag on your edges so that it doesn't ravel. And then I'm going to turn it, and I did use my stick, but if you'll take the opposite point from where your hole is, reach with your hand, pull that through, it comes in much easier. And then you just take a pointy stick, I'm using the end of a paintbrush, and just push those corners through. And that's all there is to it. It's very basic sewing. You don't have to be an expert seamstress to make pillows. It's very basic. And there is the pocket that we put the book in, and I'm just going through and making sure all my points are nice and popped out. Now you're going to take your polyfill stuffing and really stuff it, and I like my pillows nice and full, and I go by pushing it all the way to the corners first from the opposite where the hole is, and just keep stuffing and stuffing until it's nice and full. And this is great to get these made, and then when you're sitting down at night watching television or just relaxing, you can sit there and stuff. And that 20-pound box worked great. It did all these pillows, and I still have quite a bit left over. Alright, so after I had it all stuffed and I sewed up the hole, I decided to decorate this one a little bit, and I just made some ribbon flowers. You could certainly do yo-yo flowers, and I stitched them on, and then I went back with my hot glue and glued some buttons on top of the flowers from my button box, and just real easy ribbons. You just gather one end, pull it tight just like you do the yo-yos, and then hot glue them on. And it just really added a lot to the pillow. So there it is on my living room couch. That's the front of the pillow. Very easy. And then you turn it over, and this is where you tuck in your devotional or whatever kind of book you want to give the person. And you could always put a little snack in there with it. But that's such a nice, neat gift. It's something unique. And then I made another one to go on my bed. This one I added tassels to every corner, and it just turned out really pretty. And I put my favorite devotional book in the back so that right before I go to bed I can pull out my devotional and just have a nice read before I go to sleep, and then tuck it back in the pillow. And I thought, it would be a great idea to also stick a pair of glasses in there, reading glasses, because I have to have mine. And I've got several pair around the house, but if I keep one there, then I have it for my devotion. And that one turned out really good. I love the little tassels on the points. Now this is the fleece fabric that I purchased at Walmart. My little grandsons are all into the Marvel characters. And I wanted to personalize them because one of the boys, there's 4 in the house, so I just took the leg of a jean to make the pocket, and I cut it, and then I just free-handed their names on the leg panel of the jeans, and I cut it the width of the pillow, trying to recycle and use up some old jeans. But I just painted the letters on. It took about 3 coats. And then, I don't know if you remember back in the 90s when we were all doing the sweatshirts with the paint, the puffy paint or the glittery paint. I went back over the letters with that kind of tube paint. Kind of sparkled it up a little bit. Now you make these the same way you did the other side. You have a back, and there is the pillow pocket. and then you do right sides together and pin all the way around. I made these much bigger because they can use these when they're in their beds getting ready to go to bed, and they tuck in some books that they can read to help them get sleepy. And I just thought this fabric was perfect for little boys and little girls. There are a lot of girls that are into Marvel. So I just went around the same process and pinned all the way around the pillow, leaving the opening for turning. And these turned out great. I really stuffed them good so that they'll last a while and they can enjoy these whether watching television or in their bed reading. I think they're really going to like these, and I'm going to give them to them for Christmas. I've picked up a few books at the Dollar Tree, and I need to get some more just to tuck in those pockets. So each one has his own pillow with his name, so there'll be no fighting over them. And I hope they like them. I think they will. So I've just given you a few ideas of how to make your own reading pillows. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And it's just so many possibilities with all the different fabrics. Now I know there's a lot of worry, concern about the supply chain and not having gifts for Christmas. Some of our leadership has been saying that, but you know, the reason that we celebrate Christmas is because of the greatest gift that was ever given by our Heavenly Father. For unto us a child is born, his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. So let's not fret, let's not be in fear. Let's remember what Christmas is all about. It is about that wonderful gift of Jesus Christ to the world by our Heavenly Father. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for Saturday's video, and I hope you have a very blessed day.